He thinks differently than most people. He's very self-reflective. He knows who he is. He's very, very intelligent, even though he's not formally educated. Very interested in learning, very interested in discovering new things and trying new things. But he's never been what I would call a see the bright side kind of person.
I grew up in New England. It's a requirement. And what's our humor about? How much everything sucks. That's just how we are.
We have a bit of a dry, sardonic sense of humor. One of the things lately we've been joking about with our friend group is anything that's mildly annoying, oh, that's the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Or, oh, don't drink that, that'll give you cancer.
What am I going to do, get worse?
So I know it's a bit dark, but it does help.
I was a dog trainer for 5 or 6 years. And then I got diagnosed with the brain cancer, I quit. The first symptoms that we're very much aware of was the sound of rushing in my ear. Like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It was happening more and more. Also, I'm parking like an idiot. I park weird at angles. So I'm like, okay, that's new.
He started to have some vision issues. Looking back, he actually had a couple seizures, not, on the ground shaking seizures, no grand mal seizures, but it was like pinhole vision, loss of balance, briefly had to sit down, and then everything came back. So no actual passing out, but looking back, that's almost certainly what they were.
And they run the medical scans on me, and they go, yep, you've got a big freaking acorn in there, and it needs to go.
There are like approximately 20,000 gliomas a year in the United States, 16,000 of them are like probably the GBM population. So it's like 1% to 2% of all cancer. It's a very rare type of tumor. So what I tell my patients, a glioblastoma is a primary tumor of the brain. It didn't start anywhere outside. It is part of your brain. And as cancer is sort of the crab, it sends out its claws. It basically kind of infiltrates. It doesn't metastasize. It doesn't get into blood cells. It kind of spreads throughout. The glioblastoma is a specific kind, which is unfortunately the highest grade. And it seems to be coming from these stem cells that are deep inside the brain, and they really almost come out of the blue.
My first thought was, oh, cancer, okay, we can treat this. Which we can, but it's not like other cancers where you can really hope for a real remission. So she started to describe the Optune Gio device. And my first thought was like, are you kidding me? He has to have stickers on his head all the time. There's no way this is gonna fly. Because I know Chris, and I know that annoyances like that are things he just doesn't usually bother with. He's just like, forget it. I'm really glad that he decided to do it. I wasn't gonna make him do it. We talked about it a little bit. I know part of the reason he did it is for me, and I'm really glad that he stuck with it so long. We do think it's working. That's really the only reason we're still using it.
My oncologist at Tufts, she's never said, expect this amount of time. She's just like, well, we're gonna look every 2 months and see how things progress. And it's been basically not dramatic for years.
It generates this electrical field. They're arrays. You wear them front, back, right, left. There's a conducting cable. It goes into a device that has a battery that actually generates electrical fields that treat the tumor. And so I feel like everybody should be told about it. And really, I consider it to be part of the standard of care. Because the reason why people come to me is to live longer.
It's been my experience that it works. And yes, it's also been my experience that it is a pain. But if it works, that's an inconvenience that I will put up with.
We don't cure your hypertension, we treat it. We don't cure your diabetes, we treat it. We're not curing your solid tumor cancer. We need therapies that can be chronically used that are well tolerated. So Tumor Treating Fields is just amazing that way. It is a lifestyle adjustment, but it doesn't mean you can't have a good life and you can't enjoy things in your life.